Morning. Did you hear me? Hey. How y'all feel? Oh, 10:04. I've been sitting down here since 9:46. That is remarkable. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in. Gather around the table. You might as well. Look, I ain't even got the mic on. Hey, how y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. Let me stop. I can't be clowning early this Monday morning. I can't be clowning early this Monday morning, but there's no reason not to. It's a blessing to be here this morning. I don't take it for granted that the universe is giving me an additional week. I'm here on assignment as usual. Today's date is actually May 6th. May 6th. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Gather around. Gather around the table. There's no reason not to. You're going to eventually have to do it. Did you hear me? I said you'll eventually have to do it. There won't be no other choices. I guess I'll lead you to a certain degree in the direction by which I feel as though is this hat getting in the way? You know what I'm saying? By the direction by which I feel as though I'm being led. So maybe that dark, is that better? So y'all can see me a little bit better. How about that? That's better. But anyway, yeah, y'all come on and gather on around. Get on in here. You might as well. I like this Palo. I like me a little incense this morning. Yeah, I got like me a little incense this morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Gather around the table of your own mind. Your own mindsets. How about that? Your own mindset shift. There's a shift that's going to eventually have to happen. As time progresses, you might not be there ready at this moment. But I almost can guarantee that there's a shift that has to happen in your thoughts, in your wherewithal, in your power, in your acknowledgement, in your acceptance of it all. You might as well accept all of it. You might as well. Because the first time that you try to deny any part is the first time that you're going to be laid with voids. You'll lay down your pieces of puzzle of life, and it'll have voids all throughout the puzzle. If you try to remove any piece of the puzzle out of the diaspora, did you hear me? I said, if you try to move any piece of the puzzle out of life, when it comes time for you to put your whole life's puzzles together, you'll be missing pieces, man. Hey, sir, you're going to be missing pieces, man. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning not to tell you not to do it. Have at it if you have a desire to do that. I'm just telling you at the end of life, when it comes time for you to put all these things together, you'll be missing pieces because you done put voids and you done took pieces out and tried to place them in with other pieces instead of allowing the diaspora to be what it is. And so now what I do is I just allow everything to be what it is. There's no reason to take away any part of the piece of puzzle. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't even sit down here to say all that. I'm just kind of like shooting from the hip this morning. With my pineapple juice. I said I needed something with that bromelain in it. I did a session on pineapple. And pineapple is a good way to give you all the nutrients and the value of and it's an anti-inflammatory. It's an inflammation reducer. Pineapple is. But anyway, I ain't sit down here for all that this morning. I'm just sitting here chopping it up with y'all on a Monday morning, May 6th, a day after, where we feel as though our Hispanic counterparts got their independence on May 5th. And one thing I wanted to say about that whole construct is when we celebrate our independence, I think they, call it Juneteenth or whatever the case may be, do our other ethnic counterparts celebrate with us? And do we go and do they support us in our restaurants and in our faculties and our facilities? Do they come and say, let me show some love and some support for your independence in the same way that our ethnicities show for them? I was just questioning. I don't know if they do or not. But I'm just saying, I see that it was a lot of cars all over the parking lots of these, our Mexican brothers and sister, restaurants. And so they come up on their day, when it's their day, of independence. We show so much support. We go eat their black beans, their white rice, their yellow rice. We go eat their, salsa. We do a lot for them to show them the love that I believe that our ethnicity should receive as well on our day. And so I'm just paying attention. I'm just here to pay attention. That's all. I ain't starting nothing. I'm just kind of here to pay attention and pay close attention to the reciprocation of it all. Because I think that the love should be reciprocated when it's our turn as well. So I'm gonna sit back and just watch it from a whole other perspective. I did join in on it. I went and got me a I went to Moe's. The day before, and the young man that know me, he said, "Hey, look, they're gonna have some 555 for a wrap tomorrow." And so I went back and got me another burrito, for 555, 555. And so that's a number that we can all look into and see the significant value of 555. But that's what it was on yesterday. And I went and enjoyed 2 fat burritos. Everything I wanted on it with the seasoned rice. And, yeah, it was good too. I sat there and enjoyed with the black beans and the lettuce and y'all know cheese is the biggest, cancer causing agent, I believe, in the atmosphere, because cheese is not even real. It's a pasteurized situation. And so you have to be careful with the cheese. You're going to have to be careful with the guacamole, because I can't eat guac. That's avocado. And so avocado for A positive blood people is not good. And then you have all the tomato. And a tomato, the little white seed in tomato is inflammation. So be careful how you put what you put in your body on a daily basis. You have to be cognitively aware. It's not just, your taste buds pulling you in a direction. Not here in the hourglass. We're going to have to walk in conscious thought and conscious understanding and comprehensions in the earth. So that way, when you walk, you'll walk with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You feel me? You got to walk with a certain amount of understanding in this thing called life. Ooh-wee. And so when you sitting there and you getting ready to order your food and you look across this menu and you see things that you should not be eating, that has the ability to cause inflammation to come into your body and make your knee and your ankle, and you got a headache the next day, it's something that you ate. And so y'all know I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, but I'm also your health conscious coach. And I just want to coach you into healthy living and healthy eating and healthy habits. How about that? Healthy habits. Know what your habits are, healthy, and make them healthy. Turn your unawareness into awareness. How about that? Bring your unawareness. Unawareness have to be at the bottom side of the hourglass, man. Hey, sir, when you walking in unawareness, you know what I'm saying? You unaware, you just oblivious of what's going on in the atmosphere and what's going on inside your body and what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the environment of your the internal man. How about the internal environment of your man or your woman? There's an internal man that you have to feed daily. So you might as well walk it out in knowledge. You might as well walk this life out in wisdom. You might as well. Ain't no reason not to, man. And so, anyway, I ain't sit down here this morning to tell y'all all that. I done got in here and started ranting. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I go on a rant as far as your health is concerned. When it comes down to your health and your understanding and your knowledge and your wisdom, then of course I'm going to go on a rant so you can know. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I want to. Yeah. So I'm here this morning. I am here on assignment. And I am here on purpose. And I am here. You heard what I said? I'm here for these words that I got to speak into somebody's ear. I'm going to drop these words in your ear, right? Because I believe that we have to understand that our ear gates and our eye gates are relevant. What you see and what you hear, ma'am, is significant. How you hear it is prevalent. And how you going to move on, how you going to implement it into your life, it's a real thing. And so at the same time, as I was sitting there this morning, I had to put y'all know I had struggled for a while with my sciatic nerve, right? And so my sciatic nerve kind of blew up on me a little bit. And I had this nice little stool, like this square block stool that I had throughout my place in my studio. And so I took the little low sitting stool. It's like a nice, wide, short, nice little spot to sit. And it wasn't in my bathroom. And I had to move it to the bathroom because of the issue that I had with my sciatic, so I could sit down and brush my teeth and sit down and put my pants on if I get out the shower and things of that nature. So I just left it there. Now that my sciatic is better and I'm walking better, I just left the stool there because now I notice it's a place for me to come of comfort to brush my teeth and look in the mirror as I, sit there in the morning. I can sit there almost like what a young lady would use as a vanity. You know what I'm saying? So I use it now just to sit down and take my time and conjure up what needs to be said into the mind of the people in order for me to come and have significant value in your eardrum. Ooh-wee. And so as I sat there this morning, I was brushing my teeth, and now I noticed that y'all know I'll tell y'all all these stories, but I don't care nothing about telling y'all my stories. Because I promise you, if you follow me through the story, you're gonna understand the whole understanding. Did you hear me? I said you'll understand the understanding if you just let me flow. So as I sat there, brushed my teeth, y'all know I use the charcoal. Now I don't use regular fluoride because I did some research on fluoride, and fluoride has this thing that can nullify your pineal. But but I don't want to go there this morning. You can use whatever you desire to use to brush your mouth out, sir. Hey, bruh, use whatever you desire to use. I'm just using charcoal from Crest now. I've been using that for the last like 3 or 4 years. It's charcoal, and so I'm brushing my teeth, and I reach over and I grab my baking soda, box of baking soda. That's how I keep my white, pearly whites. Y'all see these pearly whites? You feel me? These my teeth. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I reach over and get my chalk. I mean my baking soda, right? And so I sprinkle my, you know what I'm saying, on top of the charcoal, and I put the baking soda on top of it, and I just brush my teeth real good. And I'm all around my gums, and you gotta brush the back of your mouth out, sir. You gotta have to brush the back of your tongue, sir. Hey, bro, brush the back of your tongue, man. This is health conscious coaching that I'm telling y'all. Y'all, it sounds funny but listen, you'll be surprised how many grown folk that don't know how to brush their teeth. Ooh. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, brush the back of your tongue. Get all that gunk off the back of your tongue. You shouldn't have no split down the center of your tongue looking like all, you feel me? But anyway, I ain't finna go there this morning. Y'all know I like mild. I like the mouth of a woman. I just love mouths. I'm a mouth man. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I'm just a mouth man. I look at the mouth. I look at the teeth, the tongue, the breath. You know what I'm saying? I look at how her teeth is aligned. I don't know. I just like teeth. I like tongue. I like mouths. And so that's the first thing I look at. I know some men say, "Oh no, I look at her hands, or I like her feet, or I like her," you know. I just look at the mouth. I don't know. And so I'm sitting here brushing my teeth this morning with my baking soda. And as I was brushing, I looked up. I was looking down in the sink first, and I looked up in the mirror. And as I looked in the mirror, I felt the universe say these 3 words to me. Y'all know I gotta share, because when he speaks to me, I believe that somehow or another it's for purpose for the people. Ooh-wee. And so I sat there this morning, you know what I'm saying, as I brushed my teeth with my charcoal and my baking soda, I got all to the back. I'm making sure I'm brushing, and I just so happened to look down, and as I looked up, these 3 words came into my spirit. And I'm here to this morning to deliver these 3 words to the mind of the people. All I have to do is give you what was given to me. And these 3 words were: ignite your brilliant. Ooh-wee. This is what he said to me. He said, tell them to ignite your brilliant. Time out. I gotta stop. Because he didn't say your brilliance. It wasn't a CE on the end. He said, tell them to ignite your brilliant. So I'm here this morning for no other reason than to tell somebody under the sound of my voice what to do. And if you don't know what to do, ma'am, here's your assignment. Wee. I say, if you don't know what to do, then this is your word. This is it. This is what's going to catapult and propel you into a new dimension of conscientiousness, a new dimension of value, a new dimension of worth in the earth. He said, tell them to ignite your brilliant. That's what I'm here for this morning. Ooh-wee. So at the same time, y'all know I ain't coming here shucking and jiving. Y'all remember that word? Y'all remember that word? I'm about to tell my age out here in these streets, man. I ain't finna just keep messing with y'all right now. Look, I ain't finna keep messing with y'all. Hey, look, I ain't finna let you mess with me. You heard me? I said, I ain't gonna let you mess with me. So at the same time, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, what? He said, tell them to ignite your brilliant. And so I went straight, as soon as this dropped in my spirit, right? I went straight to my phone. Y'all know I be having my phone in my pocket, right? Because I don't be wanting to hop all the way back to the phone if my phone rings. So I bring the phone in the bathroom with me, right? So I looked at the word brilliant. And the word brilliant says of light or color, very bright and radiant. I'm like, nah, that ain't it. And then it just says, and then number 2 for that same one, it says for brilliant, it says exceptionally clever or talented. And I was like, clever? No, that ain't it. And so y'all know, y'all in the presence of a thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke your thoughts. I ain't here for no clout chasing. Y'all don't see me here flossing. Ain't no reason for me to floss. I'm here on assignment. So I gotta tell y'all what it is, and what it ain't. You feel me? And so at the same time, I ain't gotta, you feel me? I ain't in here doing nothing other than that. And so what I did was I went back up here, right? Because that didn't suffice. That word and that definition for what I believe that the universe want me to tell somebody did not suffice for me, because it didn't hold the true value by which I believe the universe want to speak into your life, man. Want to speak into your life, sis. Hey, sis, I want to speak something into your life. Past your name and past your appearance, past the way you look in your poker tool by which your body is so shaped. You notice everybody's body shaped the same lately. I don't know if I'm just looking, I don't know what's going on out here. I think everybody getting the BBs. You feel the BBLs or the paradigm shifts that they happen, that just shift their body to the small center and the wide top with the wide bottom. I don't know, but everybody started to look the same to me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, at the same time, so what I did was I slipped psychology between those two words, which was brilliant meaning. And so I put the word psychology between it. So it's brilliant psychology meaning, right? And here it is. It said in psychology, brilliance is a visual quality that's related to brightness, but has an additional dimension of salience. And so y'all know, in the midst of my research and in the midst of he dropping this in my spirit as I was brushing my teeth in the mirror this morning, and he said, tell him to ignite your brilliant. And so I'm here this morning to talk to somebody's mind. And it says it's distinguished by unusual mental keenness or alertness. That's it, y'all. Now we going in the vein. Because everything else prior to me reading this was superficial, and it wasn't the real true definition by which I want to deliver this word into your hearing, so that you can understand and comprehend that there's a brilliant inside of you that might be laying there dormant. It might be laying there, untapped. Ooh, let me stop. You might have a certain amount of brilliant in you that you don't even have any idea that exists in your life right now, in your body. And I'm here this morning to wake it up. I'm here this morning to nudge it if need be. I'm here this morning to poke it and pinch it if I got to. Did you hear me? I'm here this morning for no other reason but to tell you to ignite your brilliant. And it's distinguished by a mental keenness, that we have to have a mental sharpness that has to be exuded into the atmosphere in order for you to know that you're walking in the alertness of it all. And I'm here to tell you, you got to do it. I know if you don't do it now, ma'am, when will you ever get it done? Hey, bro, If you don't do it now, when would it ever get done? Is my question to you. And ain't no reason, you heard what I said? Ain't no reason at this moment to not do it. We already 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. And so there's no reason for you not to ignite your brilliant. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you, you're going to have to distinguish this for yourself and understand that it's an unusual mental keenness that happens in your mind and in your body and in your spirit when you start to operate according to the power and the plan by which and the purpose by which he has for your life. Something will eventually happen. There's a dimension that you can tap into psychologically that will cause your brilliant to come forth. I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, your health-conscious coach, and your intellectual content creator. And since I'm at the intellectual part of this content by which I deliver into your ear this morning, ma'am, I'm here to tell you, ignite your brilliant. We need you in this day and time. We need every individual under the sound of my voice to tap into their own brilliant, because you have brilliant in you that has to come forth in order for all of us to be better. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't in here shucking and jiving. I ain't in here clout chasing and asking y'all for likes. I go down things and, oh, like and share. Go ahead on and like. Listen, y'all ain't got to share none of my stuff. You ain't got to like it. You can sit back behind the curtain of life and peep in on my stuff all the times you want to. Everybody that watch my lives don't even want to be acknowledged the fact that they're even watching. So they'll sit back behind the curtain of life and peep in on the assignment. And that's okay too, because I'm here for no other reason but to tell you, when you peeping in, ignite the brilliant that was in you. You are brilliant. I sat there the other day. The only reason why I have the ability to even talk into this mic right now is because of a 17-year-old brilliant genius. I don't even think he know how brilliant he is and how much knowledge he had when he told me, hey, look, go on down there to the Guitar Center. And them people packaged just a whole bundle for me based on his, dropping that in my ear. Me implementing it the very next day, hours later. It wasn't even 24 hours later, I implemented what a 17-year-old young man told me to go do. That's the only reason why I'm even here this morning with this mic and this boom, this podcast boom, based on his understanding of the engineering capacity by which he feels as though he's say this is what he's going to do. He's going to go to college and do. He's like, that's his major in college is engineering. And I say, man, you're an engineer. And so the universe brought us back yesterday. I haven't seen him since he told me this. And I hadn't seen him until I go to Moe's yesterday. When I told y'all I went to Moe's to get me my little burrito, I guess to help celebrate our Mexican brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican culture that has came into the United States and did their thing, and now they own businesses and restaurants and everything is del todo. Oh, you go out there in San Antonio if you want to. Everything is del todo, my friend. What happened before you? Compadre, what happened? You feel me? Like everything is based on our Hispanic brothers and sisters that has came into the United States and, doing their thing. And so we support them. We support them in their day of independence. We support them, and it's a line around the corner. We want to go get up all the drinks. They make some of the finest drinks you ever want to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful that I don't drink anymore, but y'all know a lot of y'all go to get these alcoholic beverages, margaritas, the sangria. You know, y'all go to get the sangria. Y'all know what y'all be going over there for. They make them fine drinks on old Nat over there. You go in with a horse up in the air like that. Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, so many people has actually drunk that drink and then left and lost their lives. And I don't want to throw a damper on that, but yes, that has happened on several occasions from that Mexican restaurant over there for old Nat. I remember 2 people that I knew lost their lives. They had drinks, and that one, the drinks are so strong, the Mexican drinks be so strong, they never made it home. But I said that to say this, is that I'm here to tell somebody, ignite your brilliant. Ignite it. Add flame to it. Bring it up out of you to the point that a person will see you and understand that ain't even you. That's just the brilliant inside of you that's speaking. I believe that all of us, every individual in this world, have a certain amount of brilliant inside of them. It don't matter who they are. I say it's a certain brilliant that you have inside of you, bro. That young man that I saw at Moe's, he looked at me, he said, and he called my name. I looked up, and it was the young man that told me about this guitar center in Atlanta. And at the same time, I said, man, he said, did you get? I said, man, I got everything you told me, soldier. Everything that you sent to me, I said they had. He said, you got all of it? I said, I got every last thing, the interface. I said, I got the boom, the podcast boom, the mic. I said, man, you are brilliant, soldier. He just looked at me. I said, man, you have a brilliant inside of you that is substantial in the earth. I said, it's all because of you. The reason why I have this. And I thank the universe for even having the resources that I needed in order to come out from a room, from with it out in the bag out the stove. And so I'm forever grateful. And I'm forever learning on this journey of life. This is an odyssey for me. This is not a quick little run through for me at this moment. This is something that I have to sit back and I can say. And then another young man told me, he said, man, he said, man, he said, your kids is going to be able to look back and see. He said, man, you building something like a legacy. And I kind of like, I know it, but I don't know it. And he said, the way you speak and the way he said, man, people are going to understand your heart. I didn't even look at it from this perspective. All I'm here to do is my assignment on Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I ain't here for no other reason. I'm here on assignment to speak into the mind of the people as a thought provoker. And so my thoughts this morning is to tell you, every individual under the sound of my voice, if you hear now live, that's okay. If you ain't gonna hear this until later on this afternoon, that's okay. If you won't hear this for the next 5 years and you run across it on my YouTube or on my my Facebook page or on my Instagram, you know what I'm saying, in a short, I'm here to tell you to ignite your brilliant. Ignite it. There's no reason not to. It's only for purpose. It's only to move his plan forward for your life is to ignite your brilliant in the earth. And so I'm here. Maybe you need this. Maybe you need this type of understanding. that is distinguished by an unusual mental keenness. As we move through this thing called life, thoughts are a part of it. Every time you think, you're thinking a thought. And your thoughts resonate within your whole entire body. And I'm going to do an eventually breakdown of the brain, because I was minding my business the other day, taking care of my business on assignment, wasn't nowhere in the mindset. And he said, take the brain, the whole entire brain. There's several parts of the brain. You got the occipital, we have the frontal lobe, we have the two parietals, we have the temporal lobe. And this, you see that I ain't reading nothing, y'all, about the brain. Listen, these are the physiological parts of your brain. You have an occipital bone, OCCITIPAL, occipital, something like that. And it's on the back of your head. You have the two parietals, PARIETAL, parietal. Google this for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just coming out the top of my dome with this stuff. You feel me? Y'all know I have an X-ray degree now. Don't get it twisted. Listen, we had to learn all these bones of the body. Trust me, we had to learn. I think it's about 206 bones in the body. I knew that from an exam that I took back in when I graduated, 1999. I graduated in 1999 as an X-ray tech. I have an AS degree in radiology technology. Yes, I do. And so at the same time, I remember the brain, the logical aspects of the cranium. And so I believe that somehow or another, our thoughts is connected to certain parts of our brain. And so I'm gonna come in here one of these days and break down the whole brain, so that way we can have an inside scoop on what part of our brain is thinking, thoughts, and where it's stored, and what. I just believe that somehow or another we're going to have to connect the dots. And so I'm here as your health conscious coach, as your intellectual content creator, as your podcast professor. I'm going to sit here and we're going to talk this stuff out and figure it out together and do life. And anybody that want to feel like they feel free enough to come and want to, talk to me, and get a one-on-one, then I'll leave my Calendly link here for you to come and just sit down and chop it up with me for about an hour. Yeah, we're going to get this stuff popping off real good. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm just here. I'm just here for the usage, to be used. I ain't here for nothing else. I ain't here for no other reason but to be used. That's it. And so I'm just here to talk to y'all mind, to understand your thoughts, to understand every time you think it's a thought. And then every thought is a seed. And you could plant these certain seeds of comprehensions and understandings and